Yep. All right, so we are ready for 1 Samuel in our study of the Old Testament. We're doing the Old Testament survey, the Old Testament walkthrough, and I'm excited about getting into Samuel because it's a new beginning for the people of Israel. That we looked at the history of Israel starting at the beginning with the birth of the nation, the formation of the nation in accordance with God's promises to Abraham, and that God sent them a mighty prophet, Moses, to be their deliverer and to be the one who would give them his laws so that they would be able to worship God according to God's truth and God's standards. However, once God had fulfilled all of his good word to the people of Israel and had given them the land through Joshua, who completed the work of Moses, then we saw that the people of Israel failed. And that was our study last week in the book of Judges, that the people of Israel had 300, 400 years in order to try to implement the law that God had given them through Moses in order to live according to the covenant that God entered into the people of Israel with, that relationship with them at Mount Sinai, and that generation after generation they failed. Now we saw a measure of God's grace throughout the period of the book of Judges, in that God sent them deliverers who were called judges, and it was fascinating to look into some of the background on the judges and how they'd been appointed in the law during the days of Moses, and they were to be the local governance of the people of Israel. And yet, now we come to 1 Samuel, and God graciously moves his plan forward once again. That's what we see throughout the Old Testament scriptures, is that God will do some amazing, wonderful thing for his people. His people will fail to properly appreciate it and respond in faith.